What's up? What's up? This is Royce the 5'9", and right now you checking out the notorious Gully TV. Don't go nowhere.
Don't look too bad. I know we got another color though. There we go.
With the green?
Yeah.
Let me raise this one.
Right. Should I hit him with the Porsches? I don't want these on my face this whole time. So no, I ain't gonna do it like that. Shout out to the knittage. Heavy knittage. I mean, two-tone cranberry. Matched up the Oni page on. You know I got them on. Let's do it.
Ready?
Yeah.
Make sure you stay a little close.
I don't want to hit it. I know I'm gonna start diddy bopping when Biz come on.
If you want to spray that pop filter, huh? Don't spray the mic. Don't spray sideways. Yeah. Ready?
Yep.
Ready, Nick? Hold on, mic check. My bad. Got a mic check. Good.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check, mic check. Good.
Shout out to the knittage. Make sure y'all go to the website, therealdribble.com, man. Get you one of these crowns and shit. You know what I'm saying? Be around here looking real regal and shit. You know what I'm talking about? We about to get started. I think this episode 26.
Ready, Nick?
Let's get 'em. Play my song. And commemorate. Pull it back. Pull it back. I fumbled. I stumbled. Yeah. Yep, do it again.
Ready, Nick?
Play my song. In commemoration of the 50 years of hip hop. Shout out to the truck drivers. Everybody making a living on the road. Mr. Dynamite. Let it play for a minute, Nick. Right. Rest in peace, Biz Markie. Been making sure that I play that joint, man, and in honor of Biz Markie for the 50 years of hip hop and shit. I've been code violating, copyright violating for the last 4 episodes, but you know what the hell, man. It ain't about the money. That ain't what do it for me. The knittage do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in the building. Shout out to my engineer, Nick. Shout out to all of my super chatters, my moderators, Pee Wee, Ken Intelligent. You know what I mean? The online staff at Gully TV. You know, people who be assisting me and getting this message across and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter at Gully TV 1. I'm on Twitter getting busy. Okay. If you need me to go from the top, let me know. All right. Play it again and just let me catch it. Play it again and just let me catch it. BMF. BMF. It's top story again. J-Bo and 33 associates got indicted in St. Louis. This come from the St. Louis Dispatch. I was the first to break this story online. Them acronym, I told y'all about those acronym organizations. Everybody with an acronym attached to their name went to the fucking penitentiary or worse. OBH, YSL, YFN, FBG. You can just go on. And of course, BMF, who preceded all of those organizations. But hot as fish grease. I told people that hot as fish grease is the philosophies, the support that BMF had, I don't know, in the streets, especially online and shit. It ain't as strong as, it's not as much of a stronghold as it once was. At a point in time, nothing that anybody said out their mouth meant anything compared to Demetrius Flannery and his philosophies and shit. This shit had a lot of people's train of thought miscombobulated and shit like that. And it was just a wild period where the BMF organization, you know, they did their thing. They put on their show. They made films and shows about them. And at the end of the day, it's just destruction repeatedly. Incarceration, which is destruction. Snitching, a lot of snitching. This is becoming more high profile, more well known. This part of the story is being exposed in a very, very big way now. But getting back to the BMF situation, blowing money fast. That's they said. One of the acronyms stood for, the Black Mafia family. They did a lot of shit, man, against the code. Prior to them, it wasn't no like tricking and throwing money on a bitch and shit like that. They kind of made that cool, the whole making it rain thing and shit. They somebody who was recognized for that shit and, you know, boasted about it. Flooding rooms full of money, got rooms full of money with bitches in it, you know, money up to their ankles. You got J-Bo in trouble now for a PPP loan fraud and as well as some type of drug conspiracy. And I know that if you in a situation where you got to come home after being one of the top guys in one of the biggest drug cases ever, you got to come home and you back out here committing crimes and shit like that. My nigga, my nigga, he came home and continued, you know, the bullshit. At no time did they capitalize. No black industry was created by BMF. No commerce was created. If he's in a situation where he has to do PPP loans and continue to commit crimes, I know at times when he by himself, he think back to them days when they was making it rain, when they was throwing all that money on the fucking ground. I know he think about that. And he's in a situation now where he's in another federal case. And I know he think about all the money that they threw on the ground. This is what they were famous for. This is what came of the BMF organization. That's what they was known for. How much money they blew or whatever and shit. BMF is just like the rest of the black drug organizations before them. when everybody got caught, everybody scrambled and told and did what they had to do, you know. And it's a mess now. It's a mess now. This shit right here, what we dealing with right now, them being in trouble again. This is a part of the lifestyle that they promoted and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not ridiculing, dissing them niggas or nothing like that, because I grew up selling drugs in the streets. You know what I'm saying? But the goal, the objective was never to make a living out of it. It was always something else, you know what I mean, or hopes of being able to do something else. Nobody wanted to make a career out of committing crimes and shit like that. And when you see this situation with people, with guys who had enormous amounts of cash and resources back out here in their 50s getting in trouble for the same shit, it's just, I don't know, it's a part of the story that need to be attached to the Make It Rain and the cars and all of that shit, because a lot of guys looked up to Big Meech and his distorted, I don't know, vision and shit. Blue Da Vinci said that he was trying to put them down with business and music, and he said a lot of them business ventures was their ideas, because he said Meech and them didn't know anything else. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, people look up to Big Meech. A lot of black males look up to Big Meech. When you see somebody like A.R.Ab, when you see his situation, A.R.Ab is a Big Meech baby. When you see A.R.Ab on YouTube with $500,000 like counted and shit like that, he's doing his Meech. When you see him online standing in front of OBH, say, yeah, I'm the big dog and shit. I'm the kingpin. You know what I mean? All these niggas move out for me. All these niggas kill for me and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you acting in that capacity, you're gonna get the penitentiary, and she gonna get the same thing that Meech and them got and shit. Prior to this situation in St. Louis, there was a story that broke on this channel about a guy by the name of Dion Cuffy Gatlin. I met his daughter on Instagram, and they told me about the situation with Meech, and they laid it out to me the best that they could, and they even gave me some media, a recording from Cuffy to upload to my channel. It was up there for a year. Nobody took it seriously because nobody would believe that Big Meech would be a part of this type of activity and shit. Fast forward to a year later and shit, Blue Da Vinci starts, doing interviews. I interviewed Blue too. And after my interview with Blue, people started to rebuttal what he said on my interview, like Jay Diggs, amongst others. And the Blue situation, it got bigger and bigger and bigger. And when they got to Jay Diggs, they started calling Blue a rat. Once they started calling Blue a rat, Blue, of course, being agitated, said, fuck that. I'm going to tell y'all what really happened. Meech a rat. And poof, that gave my video some credibility, because all of a sudden Blue was speaking about it. It's well known. This is well known, this situation with Cuffy Gatlin and BMF. So they should have known that was done in St. Louis. That shit was cooked in St. Louis. But, J-Bo being a St. Louis native, he come home and he's still rocking it. He come home famous, come home a superstar. My nigga, they got a BMF series that's fire. They did all types of documentaries and specials and just all types of media about the Black Mafia family. And you mean to tell me you ain't have your hand in nothing? You mean to tell me you're not throwing the parties that y'all were famous for? You mean to tell me that you don't have the record label that y'all allegedly had interest in? It sounds like what Blue was saying was serious. Y'all wasn't on that because no music label ever materialized. No music ventures ever really materialized after, Blue and Uwe and all of them guys. But J-Bo's 51 years old. It's a PPP loan case. It's some I seen people say that he had a music studio or some type of business venture where they could be misled about his intentions. But he got 33 co-defendants, a lot of them that was involved in cocaine trafficking, fentanyl trafficking, and methamphetamine trafficking and shit. So associated with this is J-Bo's title. They said that he admitted to being the junior boss on a social media platform. We all know who that is. That's old Vladimir. But the whole shit is cooked. I went through an argument with one of my homies a long time ago about BMF, man, because he was so BMF. And I'm like, my nigga. I'm like, man, them niggas is going to jail. I said them niggas is going to jail from the first time I encountered them in 2004, 2005. I told my man this in like 05, 06, maybe like 06, maybe 07, something like that, maybe 06. I told him, I said, my nigga, them niggas is going to jail. I'm telling you, them niggas going to jail. And he meets. Do you know my homie that I was arguing with about Meech? He in federal trouble right now. Just like the nigga that he, was aspiring to be, I guess. But that shit is broken. That whole shit is broken. That shit needed to be broken. BMF needed to be broken. The BMF had a stranglehold on the mental of young black boys all over the planet Earth. Like, niggas was thinking they couldn't do nothing but ball and shit and make it rain and shit like that. And a bunch of crazy shit. BMF even had their own soundtrack. No matter what anybody want to say, man. When you listen to them songs and shit like that, listen to the shit that Jeezy was rapping about, you can just hear the BMF lifestyle all in there. The song Don't Get Caught and shit like that. The cars with the stash boxes and all of that shit. We all know it, he was kicking right there and shit. But that shit's broken, man. Like, we need to start promoting entrepreneurs, man, legitimate entrepreneurs and shit, man. Like, them niggas had a chance to do something. Them niggas had lots of money, man. Them niggas could have built parts of black America. When I say some shit like that, it's not a black person's responsibility to take care of black America. But BMF was a drug organization. You feel me? It's different. Them niggas is a drug organization, man. Them niggas are supposed to have something legitimate in this world to this day. To the point that they don't have to do PPP loans and be fucking around in the streets and shit like that. So, yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. If anybody looks at the story, it's the same fucked up story. It's the same fucked up story. Nigga get on, get a bunch of birds, ball out, get 30 years or get 30 years or get life, and then that's it. Niggas need to know that. People need to know that. People need to know that. Before Meech came along, man, shit was a lot more discreet. It's always been super ballers around, niggas that had wild money and shit like that, but it seemed like when Demetrius Flannery and his organization emerged, it was like you couldn't tell a nigga nothing. It was like you couldn't tell a nigga nothing. They was on whatever them niggas was on. Whatever them niggas thought was cool. Whatever them niggas, they was on that and shit. So, again, it had to be broken, man. We need more inventors. We need more entrepreneurs, man. We need more independent business.